Stars are the building blocks of galaxies. These are huge celestial bodies made mostly of hydrogen and helium, which produces light and heat. Aside from our sun, the dots of light in the sky are all light years away from Earth. It is impossible to know how many stars exist. However, astronomers have predicted that there are over 300 billion stars in our Milky Way alone. But how exactly are these stars born, and how is their life cycle like? Well, let's find out. The life cycle of star expands billions of years. In general, the more massive the star, the shorter its lifespan. Stars are born inside hydrogen-based clouds called as nebula. Over the course of thousands of years, gravity causes pockets of material inside the nebula to collapse under its own weight. This gives rise to a protostar, which represents a star's nascent age. After a T-Tauri phase, star reaches to a core temperature of 27 million degree Fahrenheit, causing nuclear fusion to start igniting the core and setting the longest stage of a star's life, which is known as main sequence. Most of the stars in our galaxy, including the Sun, are categorized under main sequence stars. They have a stable state of nuclear fusion which converts hydrogen to helium and radiate X-rays. This process emits an enormous amount of energy, keeping the star hot and shining brightly. Stars spend more than 80% of their life in main sequence phase. For instance, consider Sun. Our Sun is considered as an average-sized yellow dwarf star and is predicted to remain in main sequence phase for several billion years. As stars move towards the end of their lives, much of their hydrogen has been converted to helium. Helium sinks to the core and raises the star temperature, causing the outer shell of hotter gases to expand. These large swelling stars are known as red giants. The end of the star depends on its size. Average size star, which is less than 8 solar masses, can have a peaceful death. When average size star comes to its end, it forms a gaseous shell around its core, which is called as planetary nebula. The small dense core called as white dwarf exists for billions of years after the death of star. On the other hand, the more massive stars, about the size of 10 solar masses, ends by collapsing in an explosion called as supernova. Supernova is the biggest explosion ever seen by a human. If the core of massive star survives the explosion or supernova, then the smaller surviving core may form a neutron star, which in turn forms a pulsar or magnetar. If the surviving core is larger than 3 solar masses, then it may even form a black hole. While on the other hand, the death of a star may even give rise to a nebula, which, as you know, is the birthplace of stars.